So we are coming off just a horrible day with the news of Charlie Kirk passing away. We've heard from a lot of Oklahoma lawmakers who've been speaking out and sharing either their personal connections to him and photos or condemning the violence. Do you have any reaction to what happened?
Yeah, I do. It's difficult to put into words because it's tragic on so many levels. But first of all, Charlie, he was such a powerful voice for our movement, for conservative principles. He debated and he was willing to challenge. But the way he articulated his principles was always passionate. And he was a fierce defender of faith, family, and freedom. And so we really have lost a once in a generation voice. And my heart is with his wife and his children. It's just awful what they're dealing with and will deal with for the rest of their life. And so I think as Americans, we really need to come together. I condemn political violence. We should be able to debate ideas fiercely and passionately. That's what it's just like our founders would want us to do. But you should be able to do it without losing your life. And so it's a really, really tough time for our country.
Can you speak about how he kind of galvanized this younger generation that might not have been super interested in politics, and he went about it in a unique way with social media and TikTok and whatnot.
Yeah, he did. He went on to the college campuses, the places where conservatives typically don't feel like our voices are heard, and he challenged. And I think one of the most amazing things for him is he wanted to see people face to face. He used social media, of course, but he, come to the front if you don't agree with me, and showed that you can debate, but you can also do it in a respectful manner, and that it's okay to have your ideas challenged. And so again, I like he's irreplaceable for us. But I think the thing that we'll remember most is his faith. He most recently just posted a couple of days ago, faith, family, country in that order, and so he will be missed greatly.
As a lawmaker, obviously there was an incident in Minnesota a little while back where a lawmaker was gunned down. This is there for you as a lawmaker when you go to these events, is there any concern about safety?
Yeah, when you sign up to serve, and however, Charlie was serving, maybe not elected, but he was serving. He was serving the mission. He was serving for his faith. I'm serving in the state legislature. The president has been shot, so he's serving as well. When you serve, I'm sure many of the families sit down and they say, "What are the costs?" You take time away from your family. There are memories that you miss. There are holidays that you're not at, birthdays, but you do it for the greater good. You should never have to weigh whether your loved one will come back from their time serving. And so it is difficult. But I think you can't let that dissuade you. I'm incredibly sad. And I will be sad for many days. And my life will be changed because of this. But for me, I hold true to the values and why I'm serving. And it's because I love the people of Rogers County. I love Oklahomans, and I'm not going to let violence or hatred take that away. And I don't think that the people who elected me want that. So we'll take a few days to grieve, to be sad, to be angry. But I would just encourage everyone to hold your loved ones close, spend time with your family, put your phones down, get off social media, look your loved ones in the eye, and just let's connect. Let's not do it online. Just spend time with those relationships. And I think that's how we'll get through this.
You mentioned conversations with family since last night. Have you had these conversations with family about what this means for you potentially moving forward in your role serving?
Um, a little bit, just it's a scary time, but I'm a believer, and I know that the Lord's got me. He's got my family. I was actually with my family when the news broke. I kept it together in front of them, but I did. I went home and I cried because I'm a wife, and there's a wife who woke up this morning without her husband, and there are two kids whose life will be forever changed. And so I think it's very human for us to reflect. And you have to really be grounded in why you're doing something. Because if it's just for fame and accolades, then it's not worth it. But if you really serve and you love people and you're grounded in your faith and you believe that you can do this with the Lord's blessing and your family behind you, then it is. But yeah, I mean, I think everybody right now is just kind of reflective. And we should be, but I also feel a conviction to speak with stronger resolve and to articulate my values and my visions maybe better than I have in the past. And so I'm sad, but I'm also I'm ready to move forward and to keep moving and to keep serving the people that elected me, because I don't want hate or anger to win. And so when you retreat, that's what happens. And so I'll be moving forward and advocating and continuing to do the things that my people elected me to do, and just loving them and serving them and pushing for good things for Oklahoma.